Each moment of your existence, you encounter choices that shape your future. These decisions, small as they might appear, create the complex fabric of our lives. Now consider when you faced a challenge. Did you perceive it as an obstacle or a chance to grow? This question is not merely theoretical. In Stoic philosophy, it represents the essence of our perception and engagement with reality. Today we explore 10 essential habits that can transform your daily experience, guiding you toward a life of wisdom, resilience, and fulfillment. So I encourage you to watch till the end and engage with the content fully. Let's start this journey together, challenging our perspectives and growing one step at a time. Number 1. Cultivate a positive attitude. This is more than just a feel-good mantra. It's a deliberate practice rooted in the ancient philosophy of Stoicism. Stoics believe that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond, and that response starts with our attitude. A positive attitude isn't about denying the hardships of life or masking the truth with a smile. Instead, it's about embracing a resilient mindset that helps us navigate through life's ups and downs with grace and wisdom. But how can we cultivate this attitude daily? It begins with our perceptions. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This means seeing obstacles as opportunities to learn and grow, not as barriers. Every challenge is a chance to practice virtues like patience, courage, and perseverance. For instance, if you're faced with a setback at work, instead of spiraling into frustration or blame, ask yourself, what can this teach me? By shifting your focus from problem to progression, you're not just solving an issue, you're enhancing your character. Moreover, cultivating a positive attitude involves gratitude. It's about acknowledging the good, no matter how small. Start your day by reflecting on things you're thankful for, whether it's a sunny morning, a good cup of coffee, or simply the opportunity to make a difference in someone's day. This practice aligns closely with Stoic teachings, which emphasize appreciating what we have rather than lamenting what we don't. Gratitude shifts our perspective, magnifying the positives and shrinking the negatives, which naturally steers us toward a more fulfilling life. It's also crucial to keep our judgments in check. Often our negative reactions stem not from events themselves, but from our judgments about them. Stoicism teaches us to pause and assess our initial reactions. Before reacting, take a breath and consider whether your perspective is being clouded by unnecessary negativity or unrealistic expectations. This pause not only gives you the chance to respond more thoughtfully, but also helps in gradually transforming your instinctive reactions into more reasoned, positive responses. Lastly, cultivating a positive attitude means practicing kindness and understanding toward others. Remember, everyone is fighting their own battles, many of which we know nothing about. When someone acts out of anger or frustration, respond with empathy rather than retaliation. Stoicism doesn't just ask us to manage our own attitudes, but also to extend compassion outward, which can significantly alter our interpersonal dynamics for the better. Number 2, enhance communication skills. Let's break down what it really means to enhance communication skills from a Stoic viewpoint. It starts with the art of listening. True communication is as much about listening as it is about speaking. Stoicism teaches us to listen with intent to understand, not just to reply. This means giving someone your full attention without planning your next comment while they speak. It's about being present in the conversation, which not only helps in comprehending the real message, but also shows genuine respect for the speaker. Next, think about how you express your thoughts. Stoics advocate for clarity and honesty in all communications. This doesn't mean being blunt to the point of rudeness. Rather, it's about being direct and transparent with your thoughts and feelings. When you communicate clearly, you leave little room for misunderstandings, which are often the root of conflict. Moreover, Stoic communication involves emotional regulation. Before you speak, especially in heated moments, take a step back and ask yourself, is what I'm about to say true? Is it necessary? Is it kind? This simple filter can prevent many unnecessary conflicts and hurt feelings. It also helps you communicate more effectively by focusing on facts rather than emotions. When giving feedback, the Stoic approach emphasizes constructive and respectful dialogue. Instead of criticizing the person, focus on the behavior or the situation. Use I statements to express how you feel, rather than you statements that might sound accusatory. This approach not only makes your message clearer, but also reduces defensive reactions. Enhancing your communication skills through a Stoic lens involves embracing silence when necessary. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can say in a conversation is nothing at all. Silence can be an eloquent expression, giving space for reflection, understanding, and meaningful responses. It allows us to step back and reassess the situation, ensuring our next words are thoughtful and deliberate. Number 3. Strengthen self-discipline. Self-discipline, according to Stoicism, starts with understanding our desires and impulses. It requires us to pause and consider whether our actions are driven by temporary feelings or by a rational, well-considered plan. Each moment of choice presents an opportunity to practice this discipline. For example, when you feel tempted to procrastinate, that's an excellent moment to exercise self-discipline by reaffirming your commitment to your tasks and goals. Ask yourself, is yielding to this temptation aligned with my ultimate objectives? More often than not, you'll find that sticking to your plan serves your long-term interests better than giving in to immediate gratification. The Stoic approach to self-discipline also involves the practice of voluntary discomfort. This doesn't mean punishing yourself, but rather intentionally choosing to step outside your comfort zone. This could be as simple as taking cold showers, or as challenging as learning a new skill. By regularly practicing voluntary discomfort, you strengthen your ability to handle unexpected challenges when they arise. Moreover, self-discipline in Stoicism is closely tied to the concept of the dichotomy of control. Focus your efforts on what you can control, your actions, your thoughts, your responses, and let go of what you cannot control, external events, other people's opinions, past circumstances. This focus helps you channel your energy into productive actions rather than wasting it on worry and frustration. Building self-discipline also requires setting clear boundaries, both with yourself and with others. Know your limits and respect them. This might mean saying no to commitments that don't align with your values, or setting specific times for work and rest. The Stoics understood that self-discipline is not about restriction, but about freedom. freedom from being controlled by impulses and emotions, freedom to choose your response to any situation, freedom to live according to your values rather than external pressures. Remember, self-discipline is a skill that can be developed through practice. Start small with manageable goals and gradually increase the challenge. Celebrate your successes and learn from your setbacks. Each day presents new opportunities to strengthen this essential virtue, and by doing so, you're not just improving your habits, you're building the foundation for a more virtuous and fulfilling life. Number 4, shifting your mindset. Shifting your mindset is a powerful transformative process that is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics taught that the key to enduring happiness isn't found in altering our external circumstances, but in changing the way we interpret and react to them. This mental shift is not just about seeing the glass as half full, it's about understanding that the essence of our contentment lies in our interpretations, not the physical state of the glass. So how do we begin to shift our mindset in a meaningful Stoic way? It starts with recognizing that every obstacle we encounter is an opportunity to practice virtues such as resilience, patience, and courage. For example, if you're facing a difficult situation at work, instead of perceiving it as a setback, view it as a chance to strengthen your problem-solving skills or to stand firm in your values. This is the Stoic practice of turning obstacles into stepping stones. Another key aspect of shifting your mindset is learning to distinguish between what you can control and what you cannot. This fundamental Stoic principle helps you focus your energy and attention on areas where you can make a real difference rather than wasting time worrying about things beyond your influence. When you internalize this distinction, you begin to experience a profound sense of freedom. You're no longer a victim of circumstances, but an active participant in shaping your reality. Moreover, shifting your mindset involves practicing objective judgment. Instead of reacting emotionally to events, the Stoics encourage us to step back and examine situation with clarity and reason. Ask yourself, what are the facts? What are my assumptions? What is the most virtuous response? By developing this habit of reflection, you can respond to challenges with wisdom rather than impulse. Additionally, cultivating gratitude is a powerful way to shift your mindset. The Stoics understood that focusing on what we have rather than what we lack creates a foundation for contentment and peace. This doesn't mean ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It means recognizing the good that exists alongside the challenges. By adopting a Stoic approach to mindset, you're not just altering your thoughts, you're transforming your entire approach to life. Number 5, optimizing your time. Seneca famously wrote about the shortness of life and how many of us don't realize the value of our time until it's running out. So how can we apply this Stoic wisdom to better use our time today? First, it's about prioritization. In a world brimming with distractions, prioritizing tasks that align with our core values and goals is crucial. This means distinguishing between what's urgent and what's important. The urgent tasks demand immediate attention, but are often linked to someone else's goals. The important tasks contribute to our long-term values and objectives. Stoicism teaches us to focus our efforts on what truly matters and to act with purpose and intent. Each morning, ask yourself, What are the essential tasks that will bring me closer to my goals? This simple question can help guide your daily planning and ensure your actions are meaningful and aligned with your values. Next, consider the Stoic practice of reflection. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to review what you've accomplished and what could be improved. Did you spend your time on valuable activities, or were you sidetracked by trivial matters? This daily audit isn't about self-criticism, but about becoming more mindful of how you use your time. It helps in gradually reducing wasted moments and increasing productivity in ways that are truly fulfilling. Furthermore, Stoicism encourages us to embrace simplicity. By reducing complexities in our daily routines, we free up more time to focus on what's truly important. This might mean decluttering your physical and digital workspaces, or saying no to commitments that don't serve your higher objectives. Simplicity leads to efficiency, and efficiency leads to more time spent on fulfilling and enriching activities. Incorporating breaks and downtime is also vital. The Stoics were not advocates of nonstop labor. They understood the value of rest and reflection. Marcus Aurelius noted the importance of periodic retreats into one's own mind, emphasizing that continuous work dulls the mind and hampers our to think clearly and act wisely. Scheduled breaks, whether short pauses throughout the day or designated downtime, can rejuvenate the mind and body, ultimately making your working hours more productive. Embrace the concept of mindfulness, a practice quite compatible with Stoic teachings. Being fully present in each task not only enhances the quality of your work, but also cuts down on the time needed to complete it. Multitasking, a common pitfall in our modern age, is often counterproductive. By focusing on one task at a time, you can accomplish it with greater accuracy and speed, thereby optimizing your time usage. Number 6. Growing your knowledge. Growing your knowledge is a fundamental aspect of Stoic philosophy, which holds that wisdom is one of the 4 cardinal virtues essential to living a good life. The Stoics believe that true wisdom involves not only acquiring knowledge, but also applying it in ways that improve our lives and the lives of others around us. This lifelong commitment to learning and self-improvement helps us adapt to change, make better decisions, and lead more fulfilling lives. Let's delve into how you can cultivate a habit of growing your knowledge every day, guided by Stoic principles. First and foremost, it starts with curiosity. The Stoics were inherently curious about the world, human nature, and the laws of the universe. Emulate this by nurturing a deep-seated curiosity about your surroundings. Ask questions, seek out new information, and explore different perspectives. This could be as simple as reading an article on a topic outside of your usual interests, or engaging in a discussion on a complex issue with someone who holds opposing views. Next, embrace the practice of reading daily. The Stoics were avid readers and believed in the power of books to expand our understanding and perspective. Set aside time each day, even if it's just 15 minutes, to read something that challenges your thinking or introduces you to new concepts. This could be philosophy, history, science, or any subject that interests you. The key is consistency and intentionality in your reading choices. Additionally, practice active learning. Don't just passively consume information, engage with it. Take notes, ask questions, and try to connect new knowledge with what you already know. This process of integration is crucial for deepening understanding and retaining information. Regularly take time to reflect on what you've learned, how it applies to your life, and how it aligns with your values and goals. This can be done through journaling, meditation, or simply thinking deeply about your day's learning and experiences. Lastly, share your knowledge. Stoicism teaches that part of being a wise and virtuous person involves contributing to the welfare of others. By sharing what you've learned, you not only solidify your own understanding, but also enrich the lives of others. This could be through teaching, writing, or simply having meaningful conversations. Sharing knowledge not only reinforces what you've learned, but also invites feedback and alternative viewpoints, which can further deepen your understanding. Number 7, improving financial habits. The Stoics believe that true wealth comes from using your resources wisely, whether those resources are your time, your talents, or your money. For them, good financial habits are not just about accumulating wealth, but about managing it in a way that supports a virtuous and meaningful life. The first step is to cultivate a mindset of contentment. Stoicism teaches that happiness doesn't come from external possessions, but from inner wisdom and peace. When you internalize this, you begin to see that chasing endless increases in income or constantly upgrading your lifestyle might not genuinely increase your happiness. This realization can lead you to rethink your spending habits, encouraging you to save more and spend less on non-essential items. By finding contentment in what you have, you naturally start making more prudent financial decisions. Next, focus on creating a budget. Stoics are advocates for self-discipline and control, and a budget is a financial reflection of these virtues. Start by tracking all your expenses for a month to see where your money goes. You might be surprised at how small, impulsive purchases add up. Once you have a clear picture, allocate your funds based on your real priorities. Remember, a budget isn't a restriction, but a way to ensure your spending aligns with your values, supporting a life of simplicity and wisdom. Another key aspect is building an emergency fund. Stoicism teaches us to be prepared for the unexpected. Life is unpredictable, and financial setbacks can happen to anyone. An emergency fund acts as a buffer against these uncertainties, providing peace of mind and preventing you from falling into debt should unexpected expenses arise. Start small if you need to, but make it a habit to put away a portion of your income each month until you have saved enough to cover several months of living expenses. Moreover, invest in your future. While Stoics focus on living in the present, they also understand the importance of foresight and preparation. Investing allows you to grow your wealth over time, ensuring that you can meet your future financial needs and help others, both of which are key aspects of living a Stoic life. However, be mindful of your investments. Educate yourself about different investment options and consider those that align with your risk tolerance and time horizon. Investing wisely can lead to financial freedom, allowing you to live more according to your principles and less according to the demands of necessity. Practice generosity. Stoicism doesn't merely advocate for self-improvement. It also emphasizes the importance of contributing to the well-being of others. By improving your financial habits, you not only secure your future, but also enable yourself to help those in need, whether it's donating to a charity, supporting a community project, or helping a friend in need. Using your resources to improve the lives of others is a true reflection of Stoic wealth. Number 8. Committing to personal growth. The Stoics believe that every experience, whether perceived as good or bad, offers an opportunity to grow in virtue and wisdom. This mindset transforms everyday challenges into valuable lessons, paving the way for personal evolution and resilience. First, it's important to cultivate self-awareness. Stoicism teaches that understanding oneself is the foundation of all wisdom and growth. Begin by reflecting on your actions, emotions, and thoughts. Ask yourself tough questions. Are my actions aligned with my values? Do my emotions control my decisions? Am I thinking rationally about my circumstances? By regularly examining your internal life, you can identify areas where growth is needed and make conscious efforts to develop those aspects of your character. Next, set realistic and challenging goals that align with your values. Stoics aren't passive in their pursuit of virtue. They set specific, actionable objectives that guide their path to self-improvement. Whether it's becoming more patient, learning a new skill, or overcoming a personal weakness, each goal should lead to a more virtuous and capable version of yourself. Remember, the goal isn't to achieve perfection, but to make progress. Celebrate small victories along the way, as each step forward is a part of your larger journey towards becoming your best self. Additionally, embrace the practice of lifelong learning. For Stoics, wisdom is not just about learning from books, but also from life experiences. Challenge yourself to step out of your comfort zone and embrace new experiences. Attend workshops, listen to thought-provoking lectures, or engage in discussion with people whose views differ from your own. Each of these activities enriches your perspective and sharpens your mind, which are critical components of personal growth. Commit to practicing resilience. The Stoic concept of resilience is not about denying or suppressing emotions, but about responding to them in a constructive way. When faced with adversity, instead of allowing negative emotions to overwhelm you, use Stoic techniques such as objective judgment and controlled response to navigate through difficulties. This approach not only helps you cope with current challenges, but also strengthens your ability to handle future obstacles. Lastly, seek feedback and mentorship. Stoicism values the wisdom that comes from others who are further along the path of virtue. Engage with mentors who embody the qualities you aspire to develop. Be open to constructive criticism, as it is a valuable tool for growth. Feedback provides perspective that you might overlook on your own, helping you to see areas for improvement that are critical for your personal development. Number 9, aligning with your purpose. To begin aligning with your purpose, you first need to define what that purpose is. In Stoicism, this often involves understanding your unique talents and how you can use them to contribute to the world around you. This might mean a career path, but it can also extend to personal relationships, community service, or creative endeavors. Reflect deeply on what you're passionate about, what skills you have, and how you can use those to serve others and improve your environment. This self-reflection is crucial because it lays the groundwork for a life that is not only successful by external standards, but also fulfilling and in accordance with your inner values. Once you have a clearer idea of your purpose, start setting goals that align with this vision. Stoic philosophy doesn't advocate for passive acceptance of fate. Rather, it encourages proactive engagement with life in pursuit of virtuous goals. These goals should challenge you to grow and should be concrete enough that you can take daily steps towards achieving them. Each small action you take should serve as a building block towards a larger structure of a meaningful life. Moreover, maintaining focus on your purpose requires continual reassessment and adjustment. The Stoics teach us that life is dynamic, and our understanding of ourselves and our roles in the world can change. Thus, staying aligned with your purpose isn't a one-time task, but an ongoing process. Regularly evaluate your path and the choices you make. Are they still serving your ultimate purpose? Don't be afraid to make adjustments based on new insights or changes in your life circumstances. This flexibility is not a sign of weakness, but of wisdom and adaptability. Practicing self-discipline and resilience also plays a key role in aligning with your purpose. Stoicism holds that obstacles and setbacks are natural parts of life and can be transformed into opportunities for growth and reaffirmation of purpose. When faced with challenges, use them to strengthen your commitment to your goals rather than seeing them as barriers. This stoic resilience not only helps you stay the course, but also deepens your capacity to handle future challenges more effectively. Integrating your purpose into your everyday life is crucial. It's not enough to have abstract goals. You need to live out your purpose in small, everyday actions. This might mean choosing projects at work that align with your values, dedicating time to hobbies or volunteer activities that reflect your purpose, or cultivating relationships that support and enrich your path. Each choice you make is a chance to demonstrate your commitment to your purpose, creating a coherent and authentic life. Number 10, practicing gratitude. Gratitude in Stoicism is about recognizing the value of everything you encounter. It's not merely about being thankful for positive experiences. It also involves finding worth in challenges. The Stoics teach us that obstacles and hardships are opportunities to practice virtues such as resilience, patience, and courage. By being grateful for these opportunities, you're not only cultivating a positive mindset, but also enhancing your character. To cultivate this habit, begin each day with a moment of reflection. Consider the things you usually take for granted, perhaps your health, the roof over your head, or even the clean water that flows from your tap. Acknowledge these as not mere conveniences, but as significant blessings. This daily practice helps set a tone of appreciation that can influence your entire day, making you more receptive to the goodness around you, even in small, ordinary things. Stoicism encourages us to use gratitude as a tool for managing desires and expectations. By focusing on what we already possess, we reduce our tendency to constantly want more. This doesn't mean settling for less, but rather finding contentment in the present moment while still working towards meaningful goals. Moreover, gratitude helps us develop a more balanced perspective on life's ups and downs. When things are going well, gratitude prevents us from taking our blessings for granted. When facing difficulties, gratitude reminds us of the resources and support we still have available. This balanced view helps us maintain emotional stability and mental clarity through all of life's seasons. The Stoic practice of gratitude also extends beyond personal benefits. It influences how we interact with others. When we're grateful, we're more likely to be kind, patient, and understanding toward those around us. This creates a positive ripple effect, improving our relationships and contributing to a more harmonious community. Additionally, gratitude helps us appreciate the interconnectedness of life. We begin to see how our success depends on the contributions of countless others, from the farmers who grow our food to the teachers who shaped our minds. This recognition fosters humility and a sense of responsibility to contribute meaningfully to the world around us. Finally, practicing gratitude helps us develop a deeper appreciation for the present moment. Instead of constantly looking toward the future or dwelling on the past, gratitude anchors us in the here and now, allowing us to fully experience and appreciate the richness of life as it unfolds. This present moment awareness is central to Stoic philosophy, and gratitude is one of the most powerful tools for cultivating it. By making gratitude a daily practice, you're not just improving your mood, you're developing a fundamental skill for living well, one that will serve you through all of life's challenges and joys.